Maybe I'll just have to jump into the deep end then and start off with Dark Souls 3.
Okay. I think we're just about there. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Nope. There it is. No, there it is. Aha, yes. Capture entire screen. This one. All right. Perfect. I think we've finally gotten started, more or less. Well, I guess first, can you guys hear any music playing?
No.
No.
How about now?
Uh-uh.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm
Is it
I'm
like
not
a
hearing. I'm not
mournful
hearing.
calling?
Say that again?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay. And what did you say, Jordan?
You hear this mournful dirge, if that's
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Can you hear it now, Eric?
No.
Dagnabbit. Let's see.
Is it supposed to be coming through Discord?
No, it should be coming through Foundry. Also, we are currently streaming. I should also make sure I'm recording. Awesome. Well, welcome to the Halloween one-shot of 2023, guys. We just started, for those of you who are turning into the stream, which so far is no one yet. But Eric, you still can't hear the music? Eric, can you hear the music now?
Negative. I cannot. Let me leave and then rejoin.
Okay. While he is doing that, let's, again, just for the recording, get an introduction of our players, starting with Henry and then Jordan and then Eric when he returns.
So, player or character?
Both, actually.
Alright, so in real life, I am Henry, a graduate student from Germany. And in game, I am Ertos. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. A revolver wielding warlock detective. So that's my stuff.
Awesome. We'll go next then. I'm Jordan. Like I said, I am actually the brother of the DM tonight, and so that will be fun. I usually don't get to be a player. I usually am the DM, even with Justin. So now it's kind of nice to switch it around. As far as my character, I gotta pull him up. Let's see what I call him again. Ben Risen Steel, a artificer, a human artificer.
Say that again. You cut out a little bit when you said your name.
Van Rivensteel.
Van Rivensteel. I love it. I love it. And we are just waiting for Eric to come back on. He exited the game just to see if he could fix his audio. In the meantime, again, for the recording, really, let me just say that it's a pleasure to host this one-shot, and today's one-shot is sponsored by How to Be a Better DM, the podcast that you've probably listened to if you're listening to this. It's also sponsored by Monsters.rent, which is a rental subscription service for D&D minis. And with that out of the way, today's one-shot should hopefully run 3 to 4 hours. There's 2 less players than I anticipated, so I'm guessing it'll probably be a little bit shorter, depending on how much you guys want to explore. Let me also say that the one-shot today takes place in Integrity, which is the homebrew world that I've been working on and building out and things like that. So with that said, not everything is super fleshed out in the entire world. So, you know, I'm interested to see what sort of things you guys add to it by way of just exploring and making me make certain things up on the fly. So that should be very fun. A couple of things. So one, I don't care whether you roll on D&D Beyond or on Foundry or in real life, however you prefer. We're going off the honor system. This is a one-shot, so you know, it doesn't really matter if you fudge, right? I think those are all the main things I wanted to cover. Any questions before we start? Awesome. And Eric, you can still hear us, right?
Something interesting is your mic is cutting out quite a bit.
Mine was?
Yes, I can still hear you.
My mic was cutting
I
out?
said your mic is cutting out a bit, and your video is like just on freeze frame.
That would be my internet. Let me know if that happens again. Just kind of like wave your hands or something, or just let me know, and I'll you know, I'll say things again if I need to. Okay, well, with that in mind, let's start. So the game opens up, sort of the camera panning over a hill. It's raining, right? It pans over this hill, kind of down through this small valley of dark forest onto a road in which the sounds of a carriage is rattling and can be heard coming down this road. In the back of the carriage are 3 figures, 3 male figures, and I'll give you guys each a chance to describe yourselves as we go on. Driving the carriage is sort of a hooded man. He is elven, and he's braced against the cold. The rain is slightly cold. It's bitter. It's not a great evening. And the camera would probably pan within this carriage, going across each of your faces as you sit in it, contemplating your mission and you're here to do. So starting with Henry and then Jordan and then Eric, go ahead and describe what your character looks like and what they would be doing riding in this carriage.
You're kind of lagging right now.
Okay.
Right. I'm supposed to describe the character, right?
Yes.
All right. So, I am a red-skinned regular tiefling, wearing a brown trench coat, with, a small top hat, if that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And at the hip is the trusted revolver in its holster. And I am over the shoulder. I have a interesting bag with some fluffy material inside of it. And then I am also carrying next to me a backpack with all of the detective equipment I have on myself.
Awesome. And then Jordan?
Van is a human about 5'7", tannish skin, has a little bit of a goatee, and dark black hair and blue eyes. And again, yeah, about 5'7". He is probably just looking outside. You said we were in a carriage?
Yes.
Yep. I'd just be looking outside, just really with this look of excitement and curiosity, just as everything rolls past us.
Awesome. And then finally, Eric.
I am a human. I'm about 5'9". I got really short hair. You see me wearing, I got a real like yellow orange flannel on with overalls on. I got some real worn down moccasins on. On my hip you see me carrying a sickle, and I also got fairly big, nah, I wouldn't say fairly big, I would say decent sized straw hat on my head as well.
Awesome. So we have a tiefling, and Jordan, you said you are a human. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
And then Eric, you are a human as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, for the audience, it's important to note that in the world of integrity, humans are extremely rare. So the fact that there are two riding in a carriage is rare and exciting and new in and of itself. Each of you, as you're riding in this carriage, which it's a carriage, but it also has sort of a window that allows you to speak to the driver as he's taking you on your way. But you all sort of recall your mission, which was given to you by the Tradeite Hand, which you all remember is the organization that you work for. You are in currently the nation of the Quenadine tradition, which is sort of this kind of very old nation that loves kind of keeping things the same, right? And the Tradeite Hand was the secret organization that sprung up in an attempt to do just that, keep things the same, but it sort of morphed into a secret organization that kind of fought against the paranormal, fought against things that really shouldn't be. And for one reason or another, all of you find yourselves, whether willing or unwilling, working for them and being sent on this mission. And the man who is driving the carriage, his name is Garius. And you know that he's actually been sort of set to be kind of your chauffeur, but also your chaperone, right? He is the organization's way of keeping you guys in check when they send you out on missions. And actually, this would probably be the first mission you've all been set on together. So you don't necessarily know each other very well, but you've been instructed that you have to work together, and a special curse has been placed upon you that if you don't work together, Garius will be able to kill you, basically. And if you start to do something violent towards Garius, he will also be able to kill you. It's sort of the Tradeite Hand's way of guaranteeing the safety of their members, right? And you guys, for the most part, you have somewhat been cajoled into being working for them. And lastly, you remember that this mission takes you to a region of the Quenadine tradition, the nation, a region called the Golovian Region. And this region is sort of known for being kind of an epicenter of weird stuff, right? It's sort of Transylvania, Gravity Falls, all the things. It's kind of just like this weird place. And you're going to the namesake of the region, the city of Golova. And you know that you're being sent there for two reasons. The city has been experiencing a weird rash of attacks of monsters, but they've also been experiencing some weird disappearances. Just people disappearing for no reason and not really turning back up, right? So you're being sent by the hand to investigate and, if possible, put to rest of these, weird experiences. So as you're going, are there any questions you'd like to ask your driver who might be able to give you any more information, anything that might help you?
Hey, Justin, quick clarifying question.
Yes.
That Garius, the elf, right, that's
Yep.
driving, he is our chaperone, our handler, our driver.
Yep.
And if we don't obey him or we try to hurt him, we die. Is that right?
Basically, yes.
So we're basically a suicide squad, and he's Colonel Flag for us.
Yeah, that's a very apt comparison.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome.
Any questions for him as you're driving? He is also a bit knowledgeable about the region. If not, we can proceed.
No,
Yeah, I have questions.
no question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Henry, did you have one? Okay. Darius, so you've been around here, but like, are you from Golova? Is that how you know so much? I mean, are you just like, you seem so knowledgeable. Where are you from? Tell us about you.
Well, yeah, so originally I come from actually Bastion, which is a whole nother country. No, I've never been to Golova. It's actually a bit closed off as far as regions go. Maybe they see themselves as a bit, better than others. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you want to know.
Justin, you cut out pretty bad on that. I didn't catch what you said.
Okay, so he basically says, no, I've never actually been to Golova. I'm from a whole nother country, Bastion. I came here for a better life, and the hand took me in and showed me how to create better lives. But Golova really is a sort of a closed-off region, and I don't blame them because of all the strange things that happen there. Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Awesome.
So, Garys, what can we expect here?
Now that's a strange thing, isn't it? These monsters are really unknown to the world at large. Never been seen before. They managed to catch one and kill it a few weeks ago.
And you're cutting out pretty bad again.
Okay, let me see if I can get my wife off the Wi-Fi. See if that helps. And then, you know what? Plug in and see if I can just use my hotspot. See if that speeds things up. But, did you hear what I said before?
I heard monsters, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I might need to end the stream. That would make me really sad. Okay, yeah, I'm going to end the stream. I'm still going to keep recording. That should hopefully make the bandwidth a little bit easier. Is that going to make anyone sad? I don't think so, because no one's even watching. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hopefully that